Is this working? Is there sound? Is there sound? Does people can hear me? I don't know. Oh, cool. That's cool. I'm ready when you are, people. Steve Henn. Sorry, am I interrupting?
International Joke Day, rampantly Comedy Day 2022. This is numero tres. How about that? That's number 3. You don't know what number 3 is, but that is when you piss out of your ass. Whew. Is that right? Number 3. Okay. Jolie. Here we go. We got another show coming up. Jolie, welcome back to Earth.
Terribly. It's just, I don't even have the words for it. Just being everyone's.
Comeday, 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 Comeday.
What, now? Good evening, people of the world, and welcome to the Ununited Kingdom. Tonight we celebrate live comedy from all 4 corners of the earth. And for the next 2 hours, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you one and all to Redditch, England. And now, it's live from Steve Henn's Henn House. Every time. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hen House. It's me, Steve Henn, in Redditch, and it's a great day to be part of Comeday. I know a lot of people have been saying Comeday, and I wanted to do that joke, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know if this is going to. Technically, this is a nightmare for me. So, because we're probably going to have a delay, which is all right. That's an ex-sex worker, I would imagine. So, we've got some great acts tonight. I've got a list of them here. I'm hoping they're all coming. I'm waiting for Valerie, but she's working. So I said I'd put her on early. Valerie is not English. You will know that when she speaks to you. But most of the comics are from the United Kingdom, or the ununited kingdom as it is. Right, so who has seen the Hen House before? Give me a cheer. So we have a delay. Oh, I got a little. See, yeah, we have a big delay, so that's all right. But I think it will work. I'm sure somebody will send me messages galore if it doesn't work. So, if you've seen the Hen House before, basically I have a chat with a comedian or two, and then they do something funny. That's not a guarantee by any stretch. Also, I wanted to tell you that my mum died 4 months ago. Now, you're saying, why is he saying it's that on a comedy show? Because I inherited her fucking parrot. So, you may hear the parrot as I talk. I have brought the parrot some treats. So, hopefully, if the parrot sees the treat, it will fly over and eat it and shut up. That's the thing. It might not work, but before, it just makes a big, horrendous noise. So, that's the story of the parrot. I hope he won't interrupt you too much. Valerie, I'm waiting for you. I'll tell you what, we'll have a little chat with some of the comedians that we've got. Richard.
Hello there.
Hello.
How you
Say hello
doing?
to the world.
Hello world, how are you doing?
I love the way you say that. That's really good. How are you? I haven't seen you for ages.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. I mean, was it last year? Was it last year, the last Henn Night?
Everything was last year, I think, really.
I feel old.
Here's the parrot. The thing is, it's got green wings, so it's shit on the green screen. Right. So, spoils everything. Let's see if we can get Denzel in. Hello, Denzel.
Hey up, how are you guys doing? You alright?
Hey up. That's a very good English accent. Hey up. Connor, can we get Connor in as well? Oh, look at that.
Hello.
Hello Connor.
That's good. Right. So I'm thinking of if Valerie does turn up, we can actually do something like that, and you could stay there and laugh when she says something funny.
Okay.
Yeah, we can try that now.
You don't
have a practice laugh?
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. I've got a joke.
All right.
I've got a joke, right? Because I was going to do a whole thing about cancel culture and being cancelled, and I realised that I might not have the time. And I'm dyslexic, and sign language, the British Sign Language, that's the sign for dyslexia, which is great because it's just a mixture of words. And then I thought I must tell everyone my favourite dyslexic joke, which is link won't load. If that's Valerie. Right, so I'm going to talk to Valerie while somebody else does some comedy. How about that? Would that work?
All right.
No one's keen on doing comedy, are they? I don't know how I sent little Valerie the link. I'll try it again while I'm talking. Right, somebody say something funny. Richard. No, he's gone. Denzel, say something funny.
Okay, nice to see everyone. How are you all doing? I can't see a single person, but I'm hoping that people are going to be laughing at me. It's lovely to be thrown in at the deep end. A couple of little things about me. Today I've put my shoes on the wrong feet, and now I don't know who's wearing them. And let's see, I actually used to be in a rock band. We toured the Far East, Singapore. Drummer was rubbish too. There we go. That's a couple of little jokes for you. I don't know if I'm
Sorry. That's good. No, look, see, technically this isn't going to work. I'm so sorry. I haven't done this for a year, and we're all getting, there's too many people downstairs. So Valerie's here, so I'm so sorry, Denzel, but Valerie has to go. So I'm going to remove you. I'm going to remove Connor. Can I just say to the world, this is actually going well. Right, so, Valerie, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thanks for having me.
The first Comeday was 3 years ago, and I saw you about 12 times throughout the day, so I thought it would be unfair.
Oh, it's all yeah. Pandemic comedy. That was pretty fucking wild, but we met so many people. Like it's so fucking cool to do a comedy show in the UK without having to pay for gas prices. Or like jet fuel. You know what I mean?
I know. It's actually jet fuel is cheaper, I think, than fuel over
It's
here.
OWASP. Let's stop pretending it's not OWASP. But anyway.
Do you want to get on with it? Because I'd love to talk to you, but I know you've got to go. So
yeah, I gotta go.
I'll try and catch up with you because I haven't done any of these for years. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the Hen House, first time for Comeday, it's Valerie Apperson. Look at that. There you go.
All right. Okay. So, I didn't expect to do this on mobile, but all right. Well, thank you guys for letting me go first. I know this is a show for UK audiences and UK comedians, but it's International Joke Day, and out of all of us, I'm the one who lost rights. So, thanks for letting me go first. I'll tell you something about myself. So when I was 19, I married a guy. I was a Jehovah's Witness, and he was a Jehovah's Witness. We were only allowed to marry each other and no sex before marriage. So I ended up marrying this guy who didn't fuck me for 7 years. I later found out why. After I divorced him, it came out all over the local news that he had been molesting his high school students. Pretty horrible, right? But, like in some weird way, it was kind of a relief because it's like there was really nothing wrong with me. I just aged out of the system, I should have married him when I met him in middle school as my substitute teacher. Shout out to Victor Talamantes. I name names, bitch. You're all over the news. And I will never let you go live it down. But during that time, like towards the end of our marriage, I met former Maine Senator Sean Fairclough. I name names. Tune in more often. At a Texas Atheist Convention because I got this free ticket. And we hit it off, and I could tell he wanted to fuck me, but I didn't go through with it because I was, being a good little Jehovah's Witness girl. And I had to stay faithful to this child molester, right? So I didn't go through with it, but if it were now, I would have totally done it, Like, oh, you've got a wife, Senator? Well, I've got bills. Oh, you've got a vote coming up? Well, I got a lot of friends who need abortions. Speaking of, they banned abortion here in the U.S. Don't let it happen to you, UK. And don't act so superior, okay? Like, there's stupidity in your country, too. We all saw Brexit, but I think we win this round. With the EPA too, man. But I do have a joke for that. But I also really want to tell you guys an idea, which is that I think that we could ease this strain between red and blue states if we installed high-speed railways between cities. Because if you can go 270 miles per hour like China does to a state that more aligns with your core values, then it wouldn't be so fucking devastating when people disagree. Anyways, going on, trying to make the best of it, right? So a lot of people think this ban on abortion is just another right-wing attack on underprivileged women. But it's like, okay, well, if you look at it different, I mean, it might actually work out, right? Because with the recent shortage of baby food formula, I mean, that titty milk is worth a fortune on the black market, It's it starts solving itself, It could even become its own currency. We'll call it Titcoin. That's stupid. But yeah, I don't know. Like, you can dry up and And, at that point, you still have the option of selling your kidney because, thanks to Richard Nixon, dialysis is still free in America. So shout out to good presidents. Speaking of good presidents, who's excited for Trump 24?
Yay.
No, some people, but you know what? Whatever happens, I think we'll get through it. If we change just one little thing, like we'll just replace Melania with Ivanka, right? Because then at least we'll know that the first lady and the president are fucking. Because I think it's really important to have love in the White House. I don't think you commit an insurrection when you're committing incesturection. All right.
I know you.
How much time do I have left?
It's up to you, because I've got to drop out. You've got 3 minutes at least.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have to go until 2:30 to be honest, but but I do have to take this show, Gopal. Let me see what else can I tell you. So okay, so I left the world of sexless religious marriage, and I had to go into the world of dating, which was pretty interesting. Had a lot of interesting experiences. I dated a Jewish mathematician who had Crohn's disease, and so he would sometimes emit a slight poop-like odor. And then I dated this Filipino fishmonger, and he'd come home from work and just reek. And then it finally hit me oh my God, Valerie, you just have terrible smelling men, That's a pun, if you guys like those. I think so, right? Okay, so after that, I moved in with a guy, and, we were sitting on the couch, and I opened up his laptop just to see the time on the lock screen. But it didn't open up to the lock screen. It opened up to a full folder of naked images. And I was like, excuse me, who are these women? And he was like, oh, you don't understand. They're just old cam girl crushes. And I would delete them, but it's a Chromebook. You can't delete files off of a Chromebook. And I was like, oh my God, I have two problems. Either one, he's a fucking liar, or two, he's really bad at computers, And honestly, I was more worried about the second one, because what's going to happen when autonomous vehicles become the norm? He's going to be like, oh, you don't understand. You can't delete Reddit history. It just took me to the cam girl's house, So eventually, I know it was wrong, but when he fell asleep, I just had to know who they were. So I opened up his laptop again, and for the first time ever, it was password protected. And I was like, well, shit, maybe we do have a future. And that's it for me, Steve. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you, Valerie. I was laughing. I forgot to, but I think people are laughing, but they probably hear it 3 hours later. But that's America for you. So
well, this forehead vein is so prominent in this lighting, but this is the fuel for the idea. Look at that shit. I wonder what it's funding.
I just realised I really miss you.
I miss you too, Steve. How's live comedy?
It's doing well for a lot of people. I've had a lot of issues, so I'm not going out at the moment. But hopefully, things. Okay. When I say you don't want to get into issues, really, do you? It's all to do with this thing. But you've got a new job, haven't you?
I do. I am a copywriter at Samsung.
Samsung. So, my favorite TV.
Yeah, I mean, it's only the 6th largest company in the world, but I mean, it's no big deal.
Hey, well done. Look, keep in touch, and we'll try and sort some stuff out, because I might do some more of these now I've done one of these. All right.
It's nice to connect. But I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Comeday, 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 comeday.
Look at that, you see, I've got all the gizmos going. So I really think I should have a little word with Denzel. I apologise because I put him straight in it there. Look at him, he's sitting there watching the show, enjoying it. And he didn't say, I didn't warn him. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right.
Also, my computer was turning my set list up and down because I think I've got too many open windows. And I'm going to jump out of one of them.
Is it drafty? Is it a bit drafty there then?
No,
maybe that's where the parrot's gone.
I've given him some sweet potato. Right, I'm going to come back to you because I'm going to follow the running order now. Yeah. Is that all right?
Okay,
thank you so
that's
much
absolutely fine. Yeah, that's all good.
Right,
thank you.
That's Denzel, who we'll see later. When I've got a touch screen and I touch it and it says remove and then it says come and it goes and it's all good. So we're going to go and meet our favourite Av Singh. Av was a big part of the Hen House. For those of you who don't know what Av Singh used to do on the Hen House, I'll show you.
Hi Steve, for my last report I thought I'd do something special and decided to come to Wales. I actually sneaked over the border last night just to see how easy it was to get over into Wales. No one is listening to the restrictions, everyone is out. No one's paying attention to the law. It's terrible, Steve. It's terrible. And I found out Welsh people very strange. They speak another language, Steve. They speak another language. What happened to United Kingdom? Hey? I'll report later, Steve. Thank you. I've seen it out.
Whatever happened to the United Kingdom? There we go. Av.
Hello?
I did send. Hey, Av.
Hello.
Av. Hello.
Ah, hello, Mr. Steve. How are you? I've been trying to get hold of you for a long time.
For a long time. I'm not. What? I don't know. You're not Av. You're not Av Singh.
No, hello, Mr. Steve. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pratap Prateep. Sorry, no, it's Pretty Pratap.
Yeah, Pretty Patel Pateep, I bet. Yeah.
No, you know, this bloody Indian name is so confusing, you know what I mean? But
all right then.
I've been trying to get hold of you for the whole week, and I want to talk to you about some of the services. Is that okay?
What services?
Well, I got these things I want to talk to you about. One is, are you aware of the French cleat?
Am I aware of the... Excuse me?
The French cleat.
The French... I don't want... The French... Are you saying cleat?
Yeah, you know, we got this offer on French cleats.
I don't think you're saying the word right. It's not a cleat.
Yeah, it's the cleat you hang on the wall, and then you can fix your cabinet to it.
Cleat. A French
That's what
cleat.
I said. That's what I said.
Clit. You said clit.
Sorry?
Doesn't matter. What are you selling?
I got a box of French cleats. How would you like to buy them? I'm desperate to sell because I need to get some money in because I'm going to Canada on holiday soon.
You're going to Canada? Why are you going to Canada?
Oh, right. I'm a big fan of Canada leader, the Supreme Leader, Justin Trinidad and Tobago.
Justin Trinidad and Tobago. You mean Trudeau?
Yeah, Justin Trinidad and Tobago.
I brought a bag of them yesterday. Trinidadados.
Yeah, you know.
I'll go with it.
Yeah, he's great. I'm going there because I think he's a great Supreme Leader. You know, he's a very clever man, right? I'll tell you what he did. He had these people in the trucks, right? And the people in the trucks saying, we don't like you. He told everybody, you know these people in the trucks? They're bloody Nazis, right? He changed the law. He got them arrested. He took their money from the banks. Very clever. Do you know who used the same idea later on?
No.
Putin.
Yes. Putin.
Putin. He called
Putin.
Putin. He called everyone in the UK Rhine the Nazis. He's a very clever man, isn't he? I tell you. I tell you something else.
What?
You know, North Korea dictator.
A North Korea dictator.
Yeah, Kim Jong Jack Jill Il.
King Jong Jig Jack Jill.
Him, right? He is very jealous of Justin Tadingadamba Dugos.
Well, I think we all are. I think we're all very jealous of Justin Tingbangadigadangadoos.
Yeah, that's a shame. It's a bloody shame. But I also like Boris.
Do you?
Yeah, but it's a shame he got arrested for a tax, isn't it?
A tax? That wouldn't surprise me if he gets arrested for a tax. You mean tax, don't you? You're talking about the tennis player Boris Becker, not our exalted leader.
Is Boris better then? I know he had COVID.
Yes, he's a lot better. I've had enough of all you blooming Indian call centres.
Whoa. Hold on there, mister. Hold on right there, mister. That's a bloody racist, you know. Why are you saying that we're from India, huh? How do you know I'm not in India?
I'm sorry. I thought you were in India.
You can't just assume that I'm in India and India call center. You know that. That's a racist.
So where are you then in the UK?
I'm in Pakistan.
There you go. That's I don't even know what that was, really. I hope Av Singh will come back and see us later. Let me see who's on my list for the next up on the old. It's Tommy Smith. Good old Tommy Smith. Now, Tommy Smith, you're not here. You're not in my room, Tommy Smith. I knew this was going to happen. Joe Baines, you're not in my room either. That's no good. I'm going to see if Joe Baines is here. Oh, wow. Are you? Yeah, but you're in the Zoom. If you can get back into oh, there we go. We'll wait for Joe, and I will tell you who else is coming up, just in case they're in the room. We've got Deborah Hodge, we've got Denzel, we've got Connor. Joe Baines is actually here. This is great because Joe Baines, I have been trying. We just have to wait for it to settle, Joe, I think, before it comes in. I've been trying to get Joe in the show for ages during the pandemic, and now the pandemic's over, he wants to do it, which is great. So, hi.
Hello, mate. Right, let me just.
Yeah, we're gonna have echo issues, aren't we?
Yeah,
which is fine.
There. I've turned it off.
Fine.
I've turned it off. There you go.
It's very good. How are you, Joe?
I'm good.
Nice to meet you.
I'm actually at a Tantra festival at the moment.
A what festival?
A Tantra festival in Devon somewhere. So.
Oh, I could tell you something really interesting and boring if you want.
Go for it.
Oh no! Right, because of the stuff, right? I'm starting to deliver for a supermarket firm, delivering, right? And I got to this house today, and I'm in Worcestershire, Redditch, right? And I rang the door. They said they're not here. I said, well, this is the address. They said they moved 12 months ago. So I rang them. She said, yeah, we're in Devon. We did order last night, but we didn't change the address.
Yeah, that's happened to me as well, actually. Yeah. Worcester, I remember Worcestershire. I did a gig during Brexit.
Uh-huh.
And I was doing jokes around, Brexit. And I didn't know that Worcester was pro-Brexit.
Well, there's a lot of old people. In Worcestershire. A lot of old people. Joe, thank you so much for agreeing to do this. Are you ready to do some stuff?
Sure.
How much time am I going to give you? I'm just looking at my sheet, and you could do. Yes, you can do 7 minutes if you want to do 7 minutes.
Yeah, let's see how far we get. Yeah.
It's up to you. If you want to stop before, then don't feel. If you feel yourself petering, I'm anti-fur, by the way. So yeah, Right, ladies and gentlemen, first time in the hen house, very excited. It's Joe Baines.
Yeah, well, how are you guys doing? Right, so I'm hearing some sort of echo with my own voice, but that's okay. I like listening to my own voice, so this is pretty good. So I used to be married. I had one of those. I mean, Steve, you'll know about this. You know, one of those traditionally arranged marriages. Do you know about that?
Yes, Av.
Yeah. So I had one of those traditionally. My wife arranged everything, right? I'm sure that's happened to you as well. Like, she was brilliant at arranging things. You know, she arranged all kinds of stuff. Like, she even arranged the divorce. So that was pretty good. That was quite nice of her. I don't know if you know about Indian weddings, but my wedding was so long that by the end of it, we were seeing other people. So, which is nice, right? And I don't know if you know, Steve, about this, but in a traditional Indian wedding, you end up with two wives. One's a woman I married, the other her mother. I didn't know either of them. I met them both at the same time, and neither would sleep with me. So, it's the story of my life, really. So, I was in one of those mixed race marriages, you know, like, because I'm from the very north of India, and she was fucking mental, so which is interesting. She was actually half Indian, half Scottish. She loved curry, deep fried, so that was quite good. And I don't know if you know about this, Steve, but do you know our queen? Apparently, yes. she's German or something. Did you know that?
Well, yes, I was aware that she had some German in her at some point.
Yeah. Which is good, right? Because it means I have a lot in common with her. We're both immigrants. We're both sponging off the state, and we both like wearing dresses. So, you know, obviously, just weekends, yeah. But I also have something in common with Prince Philip. We're both racists, you know, except I can run a lot faster than him, you know, especially if it's an elephant chasing me. Do you know, and growing up in Birmingham, I got chased by a lot of elephants. I don't know if you've been to Birmingham. There are a lot of elephants there, so it's pretty horrific out there. So in terms of also, do you know what the difference between in-laws and outlaws is?
No.
Outlaws are wanted, so yeah, it's always a good thing. Yeah, this is actually a true story, right? A few years back, I took a show to Edinburgh, and I did it to raise money for an orphanage in India, right? And I managed to raise £2,000. That's impressive, right, Steve?
Very impressive.
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, it took me a lot of effort to raise that, and they bought medical equipment with that, and for every £100 I raised for that orphanage, it fed, clothed, and educated one child for 1 year. That is impressive, right? So next year I'm sending my kids there. I'm joking that they're already there. I'm actually kidding. I don't have any kids that social services knows of, so which is always good. And do you know? I don't know if you can tell from my accent, but I was privately educated. Are you a posh twat as well?
Who, me?
I asked this question in Oxford, right? And even the bar staff were putting their hands up, right? In Slough, right? I had to explain to them what a school was. So it's always. Did you know what the difference between Old Delhi and New Delhi is?
No.
Fresh sandwiches. So,
there you go.
Also, I don't know if they're in the audience. This is like some proper life advice, and it's basically don't die a virgin, because there are terrorists waiting for you up there. and then, you know,
sorry.
Everybody's out there getting shagged as quickly as possible. parents trying to get their kids shagged, just in case, So, do you know there's this Black Lives Matter movement, isn't there? I've actually found a more important, thing, which is white lives matter more. Do you know? Because I'm now trying to promote the hashtag white lives matter more, because black people, they have it easy. Do you know how? Because have you heard of Jordan Peterson? Do you know the Canadian professor about this self-identifying movement, right? Where like if somebody self-identified as, for example, a cat, legally you'll have to address them as a pussy, right? Or if somebody self-identifies as a Tory, legally you'd have to call them a cunt. So I actually believe in this in a big way, because I self-identify as white. So I've been doing that for a few weeks, and white people have it really tough. Like, they get ignored everywhere. Like, when I go out, right, I get greeted. I have personal shopping assistants greet me at the store, and then they guide me. They go, "Good evening, sir. How can we help you?" I mean, you guys call them. I think you guys call them security guards or something. But they'll guide me around, and they're so helpful. Like, it's like having a personal shopping. But since I've been identifying as white, they ignore me. Can you believe it? I even went to the airport the other day. Right? Nothing. Right? Normally I get touched. Like when I go to the airport, and it's the only place I get touched. But the other week I didn't even get that. Ignored. Can you imagine what it must be like to be ignored? When you're out and about, that causes depression, anxiety. Like, it's not good. This is why white people need so much therapy, because they get ignored all their lives. So this is why now I'm promoting white lives matter more, because that's a big problem, and you guys are suffering in silence. So, I mean, I don't know, Steve, have you ever been searched?
I have.
Oh, you have, yeah. I've been searched so many times.
Oh no, but but only when I went to a concert. I think you mean by the Rozzers.
Yeah, I've been searched so intimately. I thought it was a third date. So like a few years ago, I was going through Miami airport, and I got through security quite quickly, and I was like, yeah, normally I'd go one day early, just in case. And one of those customs guards, or whatever they are, right? They saw the spring in my step, and they started to make a beeline to cross my path. And as they were doing that, they were putting these blue gloves, these hospital gloves on, right? And I was like, that looks interesting. And so he gets in my way, and he has the best chat-up line ever. It's like, "Excuse me, sir, you have been randomly selected." I'm like, there's something wrong with that random number generator. Anyway, 3 hours later, it was intimate, Like, I mean, I enjoyed it really much. But, I wish you'd slowed it down a bit, maybe start with a glass of wine, maybe get to know each other a bit. And then he took my number, like took all my details, and I thought we connected, right? But he didn't ring me, didn't message me or anything afterwards. I mean, I waited for weeks, nothing. So I was quite disappointed with that. I'll just tell you about me. I'm Joe Baines. I've been voted as the Indian with the whitest name by immigration 5 years in a row. But my full name is Joseph. मेरा नाम बहुत बहुत बड़ा है, बहुत बहुत लम्बा हो गया. आ जाओ लोकियो, रोटी खा लो, चाय पी लो, शराब पी लो, फिर छोटा हो गया. Baines. But it's all right, Steve. I've shortened it for you, so you can call me Joe.
Oh, thank you very much.
मेरा नाम बहुत बहुत बढ़ाया बहुत बहुत लम्बा हो गया जो लोकियो रोटी खा लो चाय पी लो शराब पी लो फिर छोटा हो गया Baines. Did you get that, Steve?
Yep.
You did. Now it's your go. 1, 2, 3.
Shorty,
that is racist, by the way.
I know. This is what I do.
That's the Indian takeaway menu. Just took me ages to memorize it. So that's all there is. I have on that, Steve. I hope that was 7 minutes.
That was perfect.
Are you happy with that?
I was very happy. I really want to learn
Steve.
that bit though. Can you hear me?
Oh,
yeah.
Steve
Can you hear me? What? Have I disappeared?
Somebody's disappeared.
Well,
I saw the screen flicker.
Let me bring
Steve
somebody
is coming
else
back online. Yeah.
I'll bring Richard in.
Or he's trying to come back.
Can you see me, Richard?
Yeah. So I'm.
But Joe's gone.
I'm actually also learning Sanskrit. I don't know if you guys know what Sanskrit looks like.
He's talking to himself.
Hieroglyphics.
That's on my camera.
Egyptian hieroglyphics. These are actually the letters of the alphabet.
The parrot seems to be
a bit mental, but
yeah. Can't you see? I'm going to take him off and bring him back in again. See if that makes a difference. Can you hear me, Joe? Or do you know that you're there, Joe?
Yeah.
No? Can you? I can't.
Yeah?
I'm gonna.
Steve's coming. Yeah.
He's talking to himself.
Anyway, so that's
let's give Joe Baines a big clap, everybody.
I am a good.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there.
I can't. I don't know. He was talking to himself, unless I don't know. It could be an internet connect. I wanted to tell him loads of stuff, but I couldn't. But thanks anyway. I was going to get Denzel in, but I thought no, Denzel, he'll go. Don't bring me in again. So that was good. So thanks, Joe. If you're watching now in the other place, thank you very much. We're going to see Richard a bit later. I don't want to kick you out, Richard.
Okay, you can stick around.
But I'm going to kick you out. There you go. Look at that. See? We've got... He's just... Joe, he's in the waiting room. Joe, thank you so much. I don't know what happened. We could see you and we could hear you, but you couldn't hear me, which I think is probably better. I think. So, wonderful. Wonderful. So many people are commenting about how racist you made me. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, we got some more acts. Who's next? It's getting hot in here, though. Richard's gone now. Why have I upset him? Rich, what have I done to upset you? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I've got things, haven't I? I'm going to call them stingers. Do you call them stingers? I don't know what you call them. They're like bits of things like this.
Comeday, 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 Comeday.
Who else is in the studio? It's our I say old friend. He's about 10 years younger than me. It's David Luck. David, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm alive. How are you?
I'm good. I can hear you, David, but I can't see you.
Oh, you can't see me?
No, because this is always happens when you're doing this show. You're either looking the wrong way or not there.
Yeah. No, honestly, the orientation isn't an issue now. So just give me a moment. Hold on.
Okay.
Alexa, it is time.
Fucking hell. Hello, David. I can see you now. I don't even think I'm going to even ask what that was, really.
Yeah, I don't quite understand it myself still, as you could probably tell.
I have no idea. David, I'm so glad that you're back inside my hen house for this special Comeday. It's David Luck, people. So here we are, live in the hen house. Comeday, 1st of July. It's David Luck.
I'll start with some good news. I've joined an Italian football team. But when I played a match, I got electrocuted. So I left that club and instead joined DC Milan. Everyone uses text speak these days. I got a text from my bank which said, "Dear customer, please note that your local cash machine isn't working. ATM." By the way, a lot of the well-known text acronyms were actually invented by Geordies. FYI. I just thought 90% of the world won't understand that, will they? Because, yeah, Geordies are 10% of the world population, in case you didn't know. Have you noticed? Most contactless payments, the card still touches the machine. Maybe it's just me. I saw this woman on her lunch break. She said, "I absolutely love vegetables." I thought, bit insensitive for a care worker. I was thinking, marriage counselling over Zoom can't be easy. All the times you have to keep saying, "You're breaking up." My mate's got a new job in palliative care. I give it 3 months. I lost my job at a car maker's for doing the fixtures wrong. Still, as one door closes, first man in space, 1961. First woman in space, 1963. Of course, the reason for that, she was still getting ready. My doctor said 1 in 49 people have OCD. I said, "Do you reckon they'd prefer it was 1 in 50? I said to him, "Doctor, I can't stop bursting into song." He said, "How bad is it?" I said, "It just happens in a flash." Ah! My landlord is a Pet Shop Boys fan, and if I can't pay the rent, I provide sexual favours. So If he doesn't get the money, he says, Neil Tennant. I had an ex who said, David, I've had enough. Your obsession with video games has driven me insane. I just thought, achievement unlocked. This has been harrowing, so I'll just leave you with this. This week, I nearly got run over by a Royal Mail van. Later, they gave me a card that said, sorry we missed you. This has been interesting, so thanks for the opportunity, and yeah, I've been David Luck. Cheers.
Oh, why can't I put two people together? See, this is all... I mean, as you know, throughout the show, I've been fucking up royally by not putting people together. David, thank you. That was brilliant. 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 Achievement unlocked. You like your games, don't you?
Yeah, thanks. Can I just ask, you said you've been fucking up royally. When you say that, you mean like Prince Andrew level, or...
Well, somebody had to mention Prince Andrew, didn't they? No, I don't mean I've been fucking up. Oh, that I shall never say that again. Oh,
don't let them think you're afraid of them. You know.
Well, no, I'm not.
You're one of many who's contributing to the upkeep of them. So yeah, you know.
Well, that's it. I mean, I lick his mother's backside.
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
do that anymore. Stamps. You don't lick stamps anymore. They're all self-sticky. That's my mum's parrot, by the way.
Yeah. The thing is, though, that's more like licking the back of her head, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I suppose so. But I really don't want to talk about the royal family.
I'd say that's a lot weirder than what you mentioned.
Fucking up royally. Well... I know this is going all the way around the world, so if you do think Prince Andrew is is not nice. I was trying to say not nice, but it came out as a nonce. So I don't mean he's a nonce, I mean he's not nice. I would never say Prince Andrew was a nonce, I would say he's not nice.
Yeah, I'd say he's a cunt.
Hey! David Luck, everybody, thank you so much. I don't know what to do now, so I'll do this. All right, it's Ozzy Henn. I've come here to do an impression. This is my impression of the Duke of Edinburgh. It's no fucking difference, is there? Oh, sorry, I won't let him do that again. Oh, God, David Luck saying the C word in the hen house. To be fair, he's probably right. Now, what's the time? It's we've done 55. Oh dear, I'm worried when I do this. I feel that I don't know if I'm juttering. I don't know if the internet is going to fuck us up. So, thank you so much for partaking in a bit of Comeday today. It's been great. We've nearly done an hour and I haven't even told you one joke. And because I've been doing so many technical things, I haven't even learned anything. I did want to mention, though, I think it was the Halifax today, mentioned that they were going to let the workers there put on their badges their own pronouns, which I think is great. I think that's really good. But then some people complained, and somebody tweeted from the Halifax said, well, there's always other banks if you're not happy with it. And that got them all fucking annoyed as well. So it's bloody man. I would just like to say, Halifax, because of your saying that it's a good idea to put pronouns on the badges, I think that is a really good transaction. Come on. No? All right, then. That's the best joke you're going to get from me tonight. Now, Richard, it's your turn. Are you ready to do it, Richard? You can nod, and then I think we're going to Denzel after that. And then I've got some new people coming in, and if we've got time, I'll go and say hello to them as well. So, Richard, let's bring you into the screenage. How are you?
Hello?
Hello?
Steve, I think you're muted.
Are you? You're no. You.
You're muted. I can't hear you.
You're joking with me.
Huh?
Because you went no. I said you're joking with me, and you went no.
Steve, I think you're muted. I can't hear what you're saying.
Are you really? Are you serious? Are you serious? Serious? Are you serious? Serious? Alexa, turn on microphone. There you go. I'm going to just check my settings, Richard, because I don't believe. No, he can't. It's working. You're just teasing me, aren't you? I'm going to just try and see if he is teasing me. Hello, Denzel.
Hi there.
I'm not
How are you doing?
now. What's going on?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine there, Steve.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I always like to bring you in now because I feel you're
Oh,
my
absolutely.
go-to
Just
person.
yeah. Oh, good. Good job I wasn't picking my nose. You picked the right time there.
It's a nice one. I'm going to see. Richard, I'm going to give you a bit of advice. Oh, you can't give him advice because he can't hear me. So, I'll help you. I'll kick you out and come back again. Oh, he's done it himself. That's very good. Av. Is Av here now? Av was going to come and do some comedy. Is Av there? I'll just see if Av is there. Av, are you? Oh, dear God. Now we've got Let's see if that works.
Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you now. Oh, no. Come on.
No, I'm joking now because I'm a funny fucker too. Ha! So you all right, Richard?
Yeah, I'm good now. I was worried then. What the heck was going on?
StreamYard does this. It's sort of if you go away and come back again and you don't give it time to work out what it's doing, it does that. And I was going to explain that to you, but then I realised you couldn't hear me. So yeah, that would have been achievement unlocked. Yes. How's Wales? We're in Wales.
Yep, welcome to Wales.
Did you say Toy Story?
Croeso I Cymru.
Hey, no star, bonny darbach. Peplis hablis. Poppity ping. That's all the Welsh I know. So, have you got a saucepan, Bark? Now, listen. Are you in Cardiff? I can't remember.
No, I'm not from Cardiff. I live near Cardiff. I'm close enough, about 20 minutes away. So, close enough, I think. So.
Okay.
Sounds weird. Sounds weird.
You look nice in a cardigan.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can still do it. Under pressure, I can still do it. So, how's life been since the end of the pandemic? The end of the pandemic.
Oh, it's been cool now. So, yeah, I mean, it's mad doing live gigs again, isn't it? It's just, and tweaking stuff we used to do in Zoom, seeing if it fits with the live setting and things like that.
It's a huge difference, doesn't it, when you've got two audience members talking to you.
Yeah.
Tommy, I spoke to Tommy the other day, Tommy Smith, who was meant to be here and he's not turned up. And he said he saw you the other day. He said you came and did his gig.
That's right, because I was in Caerphilly, wasn't it? The Green Lady. That's right. He did a show, and I was one of the comedians involved in that, and that was a lot of fun. That was.
Do you know? And I said to him, I love Caerphilly because I use it when I was doing my children's entertaining. I used to do it as a joke. I used to say to the children, now listen carefully, or it's a lovely place in Wales.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. I didn't know whether or not you'd give me a whatever it is, a Welshman's nut. That is good. All right.
Thanks.
Testicle jokes. You can't argue with a testicle joke, can you? Really? No. A lot of people do go nuts for them. So, it's great to see you again, Richard, and thanks so much for doing this. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready when you are.
You could do a bit longer than 5, but not more than 7.
Okay, I'll do invest and see how I get.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, back in the hen house, it's Richard Newham.
Hello, everyone. So just to start off, I should probably tell you. Recently, I actually spoke to my dad not long ago. I spoke to him on online on Messenger because he lives in France, and he told me an interesting thing. He told me an old wives' tale. And you've heard of old wives' tale. The classic one is every time I don't believe in fairies, a fairy dies. Oh, there goes another one. But the one he told me was every time you tell a pun, a bit of your hair dies. Well, that's me and Joe Baines well and truly fucked then. But as you can see, yes, I have to admit I'm looking more and more like the Welsh Homer Simpson every day. In fact, I use a special shampoo now. It's called Why Bother. And actually, interesting fact, I actually tried to audition for a L'Oreal advert, but they wouldn't accept it. They wouldn't because it's worthless. But seriously, I can't help it though. I can't help because to my mind, the best jokes in life are a bit like the Invisible Man having a wank. They just come out of nowhere. But speaking to Dad, it has made me think a lot about my family. It has, and I remember that my mum, she used to hold me in her arms and look down on my little face and say, "Rich, dear, dear, dear Rich, you're 33 years old now. You're far too old for this sort of shit. Can you back off now?" And yeah, and I remember I was curious about my family tree and where I came from as well. And I remember I asked my mum, "Mum, can you tell me about my forefathers?" And she said when she met all four of them, she was knackered at the end of the night. But I tended to ask my dad more, and he had a bit more info. Like apparently, he told me where he used to work. He said, "Oh, I used to work in a prison." "Oh, cool. What did you do?" 25 years. And actually, and one time I actually did have an anti-social, but we didn't talk much. But the interesting thing was way back in my family tree, I actually had a lot of my family were sailors. A lot of my family way back was sailors. So I'm proud to say right now, from my home to this international comedy festival all over the world, I'm proud to say I've got a lot of seamen behind me. Very fitting for an event called Comeday 2022. But yeah, and from there, so I got a sort of family of my own. I'm actually married, I am. And I'll tell you an interesting fact. I was married in a castle a Welsh castle near a dinosaur park. And I was considering asking a T-Rex to be my best man, but I thought better of it. Imagine, do you have the ring? Actually, speaking of my ring, it's actually got Welsh on it. It actually paraphrases Lord of the Rings, which basically translates as one ring to show our love, one ring to bind us. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking the moment I put this ring on my finger, I'm going to go into Gollum mode, but I can tell you that it's absolutely nonsense. No, let's do Gollum mode, precious. Let's do it again. But we have to do Gollum impressions because we've got to keep out the audience. No, we have creepy. We have the audience with that. Oh, this is our friend. You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there. I'm totally sorry, audience. Anyway, as I was saying, I got married in a castle. I didn't get married in a church because I don't know. Me and religion don't get on particularly well. I mean, remember one time we were considering doing a church, and the priest said to me, "Remember, Rich, the Lord is here to save our souls." Okay, which assholes does he want to save first? But also from there to friends, like a man's best friend as well. Like, because I like dogs, and actually I found out my neighbour who lives nearby me actually has a dog, and it's so annoying. Honestly, so annoying. He struts around like he owns the place. He sniffs people's backsides. He pisses on my leg. He tries to shag my leg sometimes as well. He shits in my garden and then rolls around in the shit just to make a point of it. Honestly, I don't know how the dog puts up with him. And also, I mean, there's also a cool friend of mine. He actually knew him because we were trying to. Because the thing is, like with comedy, I don't know what I'd do if I was a comedian. I don't know what I'd do. I mean, because you think of the pandemic. I mean, like, because everything was in short supply, wasn't it, in the pandemic? I mean, toilet roll was one thing. There was lacking toilet roll all over the place. But jokes were the same. There was hardly any jokes told. There was basically none. Well, except for one, but he's running the country at the moment. But other than that, none. And yeah, I remember like I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't a comedian. Actually, no, I tell a lie. One time I did consider selling Viagra, doing a business selling Viagra with my friend, but we faced stiff competition. And I did actually, because truth is, I actually have Asperger's, and for that, I have to get assessed a lot of times at the job centre. I used to go to the job centre a lot, and they suggest some stupid jobs they do. Like, I mean, they said, like, would you consider being a toilet attendant? Sure, give me a Vindaloo and I'll attend any toilet you like. I mean, they did wonder if I consider working at a urinal, but I think they were just taking the piss. But they assess you, and they ask you the dumbest questions they do when they try to assess you. Like, I mean, like, Brian, brace yourself for this question, because this is quite a brain teaser, this one. Brace yourself. Can you count from 1 to 4? Geez, start with a hard one, why don't you? Count from 1 to 4. Can I use my fingers? Use my fingers? I can use my fingers. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count to 4. I counted 4, everyone. So after I lost my benefits, I became a comedian. But also, I mentioned about a friend. I should tell you about this friend of mine, because I mean, he's a very interesting character. I mean, he first time I met him, like first time I met him in ages. He just came out of a operation for a vasectomy, and that took balls, by the way. And then before that, he actually came out of hospital after a Viagra overdose. His philosophy was, what doesn't kill you makes you harder. And he comes up with weird facts. He does weird facts. Like, one time he told me, apparently somewhere in Europe, there is a vagina museum. The first thought that came to my mind when I heard that was, who got invited to the big opening? But it's interesting how we met, because it was in a Welsh class, and the teacher was about to call the register, and there was this kid who was like, oh God, oh God, oh God. I was like, what's the matter? I got a stupid name. You got a stupid name? What's your name? Isaac. Isaac, that's not a stupid name. I made great Isaac. There's Isaac Hayes, who sang about Shaft and chocolate salty balls, which, considering our age at the time, that's probably not a useful thing to mention there. Or so I said, you know, the apple falling on his head, gravity, you know, lots of great Isaacs. And then the teacher called the register. Please call your name out when I read your name. Steve Henn. Well, he's in because he started the show. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. You haven't got all day. Please respond in time. Isaac Cox. Isaac Cox. Stephen, you know Isaac Cox, don't you?
I certainly do.
I
love Isaac Cox.
Yeah, on that high note, I'm going to leave it there. So, yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, why can't I? Really?
Hello? There you go. You're back.
Yeah, Isaac Cox. Come on. We're better than that. We are better than that.
No, we're not.
There's a girl I work with called Courtney, right? I don't call her Courtney Cox because that'd be stupid. I call her Courtney Fish.
Courtney Fish.
Right. She's so young she had no idea what I was saying, but you know. I enjoyed it. Hey, Richard, thank you so much. Are you going to stay around? Oh, that reminds me. After this fantastic show from England, it's Banana Bunch. Is it Banana Bunch? Does Chip and Sid know Banana Bunch? I might come and talk to Chip and Sid in a minute, because they've been waiting patiently. So I feel I'd be bad if I did not. I've got it written down. Jolie sent me... she said, what is it? I'd love to bathe with you in my... No, I'm not going to... sorry, I want to know... Crumpet. Banana Bunch, yeah. It's... so you must stay for that, people, because that's on after this in 50 minutes, if we can get to 50 minutes. It's a countdown. Richard, are you doing anything later? I'm not asking you out.
I'm sorry, I'm very married, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd happily like it.
I know, because you've got one ring to rule them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. One ring to.
I had a friend. No, I didn't. So lovely. Richard, we must catch up in a real place.
Oh, a big time! Yeah, I'll have to.
My niece lives in Cardiff. How far from Cardiff if I was to get a bicycle?
I would say make a few hotel stops along the way down. Right.
Okay then. I will. Thank you so much for being in the hen house. We'll keep in touch, ladies and gentlemen. It's Richard Newham.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. That is very, very, very good. I'm going
Comeday, 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 Comeday.
Just because I can. So we have 2 American comics. I'll take Sid first. Sid, hello.
Hey, hi. Not American. I'm actually from India. So
that's terrible of me. I apologize.
That's absolutely fine.
It was the bandana. I'm going to be honest. So are you in India now?
Yep. I'm in India, and it's 12:42 a.m. on 2nd of July here. So yeah, I'm kind of.
Oh, so you can't do Comeday then?
Yep.
No, because it's the 2nd of July. But you could have done it. You could have done it 20 minutes ago.
I mean, see, isn't time relative? I mean, Doctor Who. So yeah, I could be anywhere anytime.
You know, time is relative. My auntie is relative as well. I've got an auntie who never goes out. She stays at home all the time. She just never will go out. No family gatherings or ever. We just call her antisocial.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Would you like to do some comedy in the English Hen House?
Yep. I do have something for you.
That's very good. I can give you, I think, well, in fact, I'm going to come back to you because Denzel's been waiting a long time. Is that all right?
That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Thank you very much. Sid from India, even though it's the 2nd of July. We'll speak to you later. Thank you very much. I'm going to say quick hello to Chip because we'll bring Chip in later. Hello, Chip.
Hello.
Where are you from?
Washington, D.C.
I've heard of that.
It's a small little town.
It is.
It's not like Cardiff, which is near Torchwood. That's how I know of it.
Oh, indeed, it is near. Yeah. I love Torchwood. Did you watch Torchwood?
I watched it. Fanatic.
Fantastic.
Doctor Who.
Hey,
yes.
Chip, I'll come back and talk to you about Doctor Who then.
Okay.
So, is that all right? Are you all right to hang on?
That's fine. The one thing I was going to tell you, Banana Bunch comes up next, and that's an improv comedy show. So the comedy is made up from prompts, so the comedians never know what they're going to say. Kind of like the Hen House, right?
Yeah. No, I am really good at improvisation. I will look forward to doing that with you later.
All right. See you soon.
Thank you very much. All right. Thanks, Chip. See you later. Do you know what, Denzel? I'm coming straight. I make it up as I go along.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you do seem to be. Yeah. So yeah. Am I actually supposed to be on this time or not? Is it just to fill in? I never know.
No. Now you are on. And I felt if I leave it a bit longer, then I forgot the first 2 jokes you did, so you could do them again. So that's all right.
Yeah. That's a good plan. I've forgotten them too. So
I haven't. They were very good. So you're in Nottingham, I believe.
I'm in Nottingham. Yes, that's it. Home of Robin Hood. That's it.
Indeed. Is Newark near there?
It is. Yes, it's about 20 miles away.
Yeah, I did a theatre show. I did a tour, and we stayed in Newark, right? And I'm only telling you this because it was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen. We stayed at a bed and breakfast, right? And the guy was really grumpy. Really, obviously, they're all grumpy.
Yeah.
He had a sign on the wall which says "Be in bed before I am," which I thought was really rude. But then it said 1 a.m, so that was fine.
Oh, that's all right.
Thank you very much. But no, this is the true bit. I don't know why I crowbarred that shit in. But, he had a stuffed chihuahua at the foot of the stairs.
Really?
I don't get why would you stuff your pets? I know I'd stuff that one, but why would you?
For a chihuahua as well. What, they just run out of stuff in there? Went just.
Yeah, I don't. They are.
Oh, there. Oh, yeah. And they just can't even see the wings. It's like
I
that is
know,
like a
it's-
Doctor Who parrot. It's like just appearing
got green
magically.
wings. If she'd have brought a parrot with red wings, it'd been fine. But,
She didn't think ahead, did she? That was the
no,
thing. Yeah,
no.
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 Not,
God
yeah,
bless
not
you.
technology proofing your parrots.
That's just ridiculous. That's what are you drinking? It looked like brown sauce.
It's an old speckled hen. Yeah, one of those jokes I told earlier actually won me a case of this old speckled hen.
A case?
So, a case, yeah. Well, 12 beers, 12 old speckled hens. This is my last one. I thought, fuck it, drink it tonight.
Oh, you've actually upset me now because I've got to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I can't.
Oh.
I can't.
You can sneak a couple of beers in.
Yeah, but I'm getting old, mate. I'm getting old. If I have a sniff of somebody's cork, I can't get up in the morning. And that is a euphemism.
I know, yeah, it's people putting Rohypnol on corks, though, isn't it? I mean, that's a problem.
Oh, I still don't get this injection bollocks, but we don't want to talk about that. We want to do comedy. We want to do. What's that poster on the wall there that says something?
That one. I'll go that side. That's basically for my comedy night over in Long Eaton, near Nottingham. I do it on third Thursday of the month. It's called Den of Laughs.
Oh, has David Luck done that?
He's not done that yet. No. I'll look to book him. I always look for a good one-liner comedian.
Because he's nearish. I think he's Kettering,
Yeah.
but.
Yeah, so that's not too bad. Yeah.
But
So
I've seen that
David
poster.
at some
I've
gig.
seen that poster on Facebook. That's why I was more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that's because I hang out.
Yeah, exactly. I try to promote.
Do you know, a lot of people around the world be looking at this bit now and say, Steve Henn's just padding, isn't he? He's just padding because he's lost 2 comedians and he's trying to make it look as though it's easy.
I know, I'm trying to promote a night and everything, and you're just padding. Well, fine, yeah. But if anyone is anywhere near Long Eaton, which is near Nottingham, it's got an airport nearby as well. You can fly in, not from the States, but you can fly in from Europe easily, and then just come enjoy the comedy night, third Thursday of the month.
That was outrageous. Because it's not just an airport, is it? It's Robin Hood Airport.
It's not Robin Hood Airport. It's,
it's
Nottingham
not?
East Midlands. Robin Hood Airport's up in Doncaster. Don't go to Robin Hood. It's a long way away.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Robin Hood Airport in Doncaster.
they're just confused. Yeah, they're just trying to confuse you. Yeah, not next to Nottingham. No, we'll stick it far away. It's the Yorkshire folk trying to claim him as their own. That's a problem.
There we are. I can't do Yorkshire. I can't do accents on demand. Hey, I'm gonna leave you to do your stuff. All right, you can do 7 if you want. It's up to you.
Okay, yeah, that's great. I will do. Right. I'll do about that.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's people are sending me messages. It's Denzel Christo.
Guys, I know what you're thinking. I do know what you're thinking. Marv from Home Alone, he's finally been released from prison. I can prove it. There we go. Spitting image, isn't it? Yeah, spitting image of Marv from Home Alone. Anyway, I'm Denzel De Cristo, a comedian from Nottingham. I worked out that during lockdown, it takes me an average of 7 minutes to do a poo. It's my own waste I'm timing. Went on one of those dating shows, Naked Attraction. And when the screen went back, I realised I was on blind date. I bet my date wishes she was blind now. They do say that masturbation makes you go blind, so it just made those 3 women scream louder. So now I've been body shamed on national TV, so I thought what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to get a bit fitter. I'm going to take up running. So, and it's really good that we're actually doing this comedy marathon, because I'm training for a real marathon. I did the Couch to 5K program, and I really, really struggled with it, because I've got a 3-seat recliner, and it's incredibly heavy to push up the hills. As part of my fitness regime, I've got myself this really snazzy watch. It's an Apple Watch. It's a smart watch. It's got artificial intelligence. It does everything I need it to do. It reminds me, when to breathe, when to wake up, when to go to bed, tells me how far I've gone. It's actually a bit like having a nagging parent on my wrist, though. I mean, just listen to this.
Wash your hands, you dirty boy. Comb your hair. Have you brushed your teeth? And for the love of God, stop wanking.
So after that, Siri started showing me adverts for the new Apple sex doll, the iFuck. So I bought her. No, I'm not a pervert. I've got a medical condition. there's a condition called dysorgasmia, which is inability to have an orgasm. I don't actually have that. I've got dysorgasmia by proxy, inability to give someone else an orgasm. So for me, a sex robot comes in very handy. Literally. I've even given her a nice little name. I've called her Eileen. Because yeah, when I'm having sex, I like to have a little sing song. Come on, Eileen, da do da da. Yeah. So yeah, Eileen is really, really good. Again, she's because she's artificial intelligence, she learns all my favourite sexual positions. You know, she's learned I like missionary position, doggy style, spooning, and even knows when to insert a finger. Well, she is digital after all. But she's a very, very expensive sex robot. Cost me £69,000, which is about $2.50 in the US terms. So yeah, a lot of money. I can get my end away whenever I want it, a couple of times a day. What am I going to do with this expensive robot for the other 23 hours and 57 minutes? Well, she's got a maid's outfit, so I thought some housework. That voids the warranty though, so I can't use her for that. And it turns out you can't get her wet. Mind you, I can't get a real woman wet either. I think that's part of the problem. So it turns out she does make a pretty good Hoover. She now thinks that my favourite sexual position is the wheelbarrow. I'm always pushing her around. There we go, moving her around. Yeah, watch out for your head, MILF. There we go. Yeah, so every time I walk into the room now, she's jumping up, trying to stick her legs in the air. Go, put me in the wheelbarrow. Go on, what do you want me to suck up? Which is rather embarrassing. And again, I'm a bachelor. It's only so much vacuuming that I can actually do. So what else can I do? I know I've decided I was going to sign her up for Robot Wars. Over in America, that's known as BattleBots. And it was really interesting to watch that. That episode will never, ever air. Because the sight of her beating the crap out of Sir Kill-A-Lot using a 12-inch dildo, unbroadcastable. So things have been going really, really well with this. But the other day, she started saying to me,
"Not tonight. I've got a headache."
And this morning, she farted, rolled over, and said,
"Give me your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle."
So if you do see a sex robot driving around the streets on my moped, let me know. I do want it back. She should be easy enough to spot. So scientists have found traces of drugs in our rivers and our fish. And it makes me wonder, are the crayfish twins dealing? Are the Peaky Blinders muscling in? And is that why fish have scales? I mean, there must be an underwater underworld, where you get the Codfather selling drugs and everything. Just imagine that, just doing that. And I've lost where I thought I was going with that one. Yeah, so the Codfather is there. He's trying to sell drugs, and he's saying, right, we're going to actually start a little drug war and everything. And if you're messing with me, you are messing with me, and you will sleep with the fishes. We are fishes. Okay, wise koi. Okay, wise koi. And they just bag up the goldfish, and I think that's how you get goldfish from fairs. I've taken a lot of drugs and some old speckled hen. In fact, I'm going to leave you with a couple of little thoughts. My auntie was a porn star. She's recently retired. For a retirement present, the lads pulled together and gave her a pearl necklace. And the final little thought is, people obviously say it's really bad to wear fur. So how come at Halloween it's okay to wear wolf? Thank you, guys. I've been Denzel. You guys have been absolutely fantastic, I think. Good night.
Why don't you? I don't know why. It's a touchscreen. Thank you, by the way. Werewolf, excellent. Hey, I've got an Apple Watch.
Oh, good, yeah. Yeah, very good.
Thank you very much. I went to the fridge to get that.
Yeah, not got much memory. That it looks like it's only got 1 byte.
Hey, yeah, but it's the core that counts. So, hey, thank you so much, Denzel.
Okay. No worries, sir. No worries,
Perfectly
sir.
on time as well, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's really lovely. Oh, I know. I got up my notes. I was going to ask you how you're feeling.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good actually. Yeah. So I'm allowed out, I think, on Sunday. So for all the people at home, I've actually caught COVID, which is wonderful. But yeah, I'm actually not feeling too bad. I think I've only managed to infect half the nation. So.
I wouldn't worry about it. My mate texted me. He went to Glastonbury. And he just texted me. He said he's got COVID. So tested.
Yeah, I think lots of people did. I normally go to Glastonbury, and I decided against it partly because of the risk of catching COVID. So it's just fucking nice that I caught COVID anyway.
That's it. But I don't think there's a chance of another comedian having COVID. Let's have a look. Have a word with Connor.
Hi.
Hi, Connor.
Hello.
I spoke to Connor yesterday, and he said he tested positive for COVID.
Oh dear. I hope you feel better soon, then, Connor.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take Connor away. Say goodbye to Denzel. And that's great. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. Take care.
I could have done it better. Thank you, Denzel Dickens. Christo. There you go.
Bye.
Cheers. Oh, with his speckled hen. That is excellent. I will be back with Sid and Chip in a minute, but we're going to go. Elliot's here to see Connor, who has got COVID as well. Connor, how are you feeling, really?
I'm okay. Yes.
I'm just going to see if I'm going to just check my my headphones because they're being a bit funny, which means everyone will see what I'm doing now, which is annoying, but there's not a lot I can do, really. I think one of those is better than the other, but we'll see. Say something, Connor, and I'll see if I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, it's not better, but it'll do.
Okay.
No, you're fine. For me, it's not. It's fine. Connor. Now, Connor is how many gigs have you done, Connor, as a comedian?
7 or 8, so not too many.
So I'm really pleased that you've agreed to do the Hen House, Connor. So you're in Cambridge, aren't you?
Yes.
Doing a PhD
in something, yeah.
In physics, I knew that, or should I not say that?
Physics and theoretical chemistry, yes. Looking at lots of data, learning how to deal with 100 gigabillion byte files and whatever, more bytes than your Apple, sure.
That is cool. I'm gonna let you go and do your stuff.
Oh, sure. Do you mind if I bounce off you as well with a few questions as I go?
Okay. I'll leave my microphone open then.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll put you on full screen. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Ladies, what? Wait, go. I shouldn't do pronouns, should I? Really? I was brought up saying L and G, so I'm going to say, people of the world, spice up your life. It's Connor, who hasn't put his surname down.
Cafola. Hello.
There you go.
Hello. I'm Connor. As you know, as you just heard, I'm a PhD student. But actually, I thought to make more money, I would look into that investment opportunity. I think was it Valerie at the start who mentioned Titcoin. I figured I'd get into Titcoin just in case, because it's the one currency where if it goes tits up, it's good for everyone, isn't it? All right. So, Steve, do you like space?
Yes.
I like space a lot. I don't think NASA likes space though, because what we've done is we've sent some pictures into space in the hope that aliens may find it one day. And I'm going to show you some pictures now. So here is a little slideshow I've got because I'm a student. I love slideshows. So I'll just show you what we've sent these aliens who might come visit us at some point. Here is the first image here. We've got it's what seems to be some woman on the right here. Or left, rather, very essentially eating an ice cream next to Hannibal Lecter, who's eating a sandwich the wrong way around. And finally, we've got Jeff Goldblum waterboarding himself for some reason. I don't know why. But this is apparently how we eat. This is to show the aliens that. We've got another picture here. I think it's the same woman. and I think she's Australian. That's why she's upside down there. Sorry about that. So she's eating grapes here, and in a standard supermarket. Behind her, you got the fruits, veg, the cars and basketballs that we all enjoy as a midnight snack. But she's eating grapes, and I worry that grapes are not a good thing for to show the aliens, because I think the aliens might misconstrue them as eggs, and maybe they might think Jesus Christ, or whatever the space equivalent of Jesus is. They'll go, Space Jesus. Why are they eating their babies? They're savages. And you think that initially, and then you see the next picture, and you might think, well, actually, maybe NASA are doing this on purpose, because this is the next picture we sent. Here are the 7 deadly gods we pray to every night, showing their power over the earth on us. And I mean, they look terrifying. So the aliens go, well, no wonder they eat their babies so young. They turn into massive demigods. So that's something else. We've also sent not just pictures, but we've sent sketches and diagrams through. So here's an example of a sketch. So you've got the history of the Earth. Covers all bases. There's the child's hand for scale as well, just in case you thought the previous picture was lying. Those children really are massive. Here is another picture here. This is further proof that we do indeed eat our children, just to confirm to the aliens once again, yes, they are a threat to us. Here's an important one. This is something that early humans did that is very important for survival. Twerking. You can see them jiggling their asses there. That's very fun. And the final image I'll show you is this. I think you all might be able to identify what this is, but I don't think this is very useful. Okay, fine, we show them what sexual reproduction is, but to be honest, if we really want to show the aliens what sexual reproduction is, I reckon we should take a few screenshots of the internet and show them there. There's one. Maybe we'll show them something from here. There's another one. There's a special Mother's Day sale on this as well for someone that's I don't know. There's another one. By the way, these are A3 sheets, which means I had to print them in my college library. So printing porn at the college library was a bit of a stealth mission there. The final slide here is just something interesting to note, that when I wrote this on PowerPoint, Microsoft decided to point out that grammatically the shit should have a comma after it, implying that Microsoft thinks this should read shit. We sent this to space. We know what we've done. We've royally fucked ourselves there. Anyway, yeah. So that's space. What else about me? So I have OCD. Which is a mental disorder, which means I am very scared of contamination. I'm very scared of touching things. In particular, I'm scared of, touching dirty things like public toilets or trash or my Uncle Jonathan, that sort of thing. And I went through a phase in my life where I was terrified going outside would kill me. Being fair, I did grow up around Coventry. That's about, not actually far from Redditch, but I'm sure Redditch is a lovely place, Steve. Coventry, not so much. What else? As you can imagine, the last 2 years have been a little difficult. The pandemic has made me wash my hands more. I think politicians have advised you to sing happy birthday twice, just to make sure you really scrub that. I don't like that. That seems a bit boring and it ages me too much. I think a Tory MP, Jacob Rees-Mogg, I think he's Conservative, mentioned you can sing God Save the Queen instead, just to spice things up. So I thought I'd try this. The problem is, every time you have a wank, I've got to wash my hands like 5 times, so I have to sing God Save the Queen 5 times. That woman's not dying anytime soon, in that case. She's living forever. Yes, OCD. Do you know what the cure for OCD is, by the way? It's exposure. So you've got to expose yourself to triggers and thoughts and fears. So, for example, I mentioned I'm scared of taking the trash out. I should go out, take the trash. I'm scared of public toilets. I should go use a public toilet. Oh, there's Bollock Maker Barry. Go give him a slap in the ass. That sort of thing. Get myself triggered in that way. Yeah. So that's my experience and that's my life at the moment. How long do I have left?
You can carry on.
I can carry on. So I'm also
2 minutes.
I'm also gay, which unfortunately that's not a registered disability anymore, so I can't claim benefits off that. But yeah, I'm gay, and I knew I was gay since I was in school. I remember looking around the classroom at all the boys in my class. I went to an all boys school because my parents presumably thought girls would be a distraction. Not a problem, apparently. But I remember looking around the room and going, God, everyone's so hot. And then the fire alarm would go off, so we'd all have to evacuate there. Yeah, I also show this. I've shown this set to my mum and stuff, and I used comedy as like a good news, bad news type thing because I love doing this comedy. I've only done like 7 gigs or so, but it's really fun and I am enjoying it. It's like a kind of brand new hobby for me. So I go to my mum. I used it to come out to my mum and said, look, there's good news, bad news. Good news, I found something I love doing. Bad news, I found something I love doing. So there's that. But the thing with my mum is she's foreign, so there are some words and phrases she doesn't quite understand. So, for example, I used the word nonce once, and I think the word nonce has been brought up already this evening. No, don't know why. And she was very confused when she heard it. She was like, well, hang on, that sounds like the word nuns, nonce, nuns. And, with her accent, it's sort of understandable why she might confuse the two. And she looks at me dead serious and goes, can you explain to me the difference so I don't, fuck up and use one inappropriate? And I go, well, it's very simple. Nonce, nuns. Here we go. One is a member of the Catholic Church. And I think I'll stop there. I don't need to finish that joke. Thank you very much.
Why do you both come in? I don't know what I do wrong. Connor, excellent stuff, mate. You're doing really well. I don't want to sound patronising, but that really pleased me.
Oh, that's very good. I'll have a rewarding snack as a.
That's good. Why I don't understand that. I also want to just clarify when you wash your hands and you sing "Happy Birthday" twice.
Yeah.
Because that ages me.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I think I'm probably the only one who thinks that's brilliant, but I just wanted to say it's not wasted, is what I'm saying.
Well, thank you very much.
So, excellent stuff. I hope to see a lot more of you. People, if you're watching, book Connor Cafolla,
Cafolla. Interesting fact about the surname, if for 2 seconds. The verb follar, Folla, means to fuck in Spanish. So whenever I go to Spain with my passport, we get a few funny looks on. Hopefully, someone watching around the world speaks Spanish and can confirm that yes, my surname is literally fuck.
¿Cuántos años tiene? So, no, Connor. I was going to say it. Cafolla.
You can just say kafuck, it's fine.
I didn't want to say kafuck. Thank you so much, Connor. Thank you very much. Can I remove you by doing that? I have to do that. I have to press it twice. Excellent. He's only done 8 gigs. He's very, very good. Right, we're rushing actually. I've got two 5-minute spots. I'm going to give them to Sid.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much.
Can you just do 5? I'm sorry, we have spoke earlier, but I realise I'm going to run out of time for Elliot if I don't let you just go and do it. Is that all right?
Yep. 5 minutes, absolutely fine.
Thank you very much.
All right. Hello, everyone. Moments ago, I was mistaken for an American. People usually mistake me for a pedophile, and I don't know which one to feel more insulted with. But yeah, you must be wondering what's this 35-year-old pedophile doing on my screen. Relax, guys. It's not the case. I'm not 35. I'm also not a pedophile, guys. I'm also not a pedophile. Because see, I haven't got the looks for it, And see, you need to look good in order to be a criminal. Otherwise, you don't get a Netflix documentary. And I'm sorry, but I think that's the ultimate goal of every pedophile, Be there up on Netflix. Everyone's watching them. Instead of them watching everyone. My childhood was really strange, My mom didn't have to warn me about stranger danger, Because I'd be running up to streets and, I'd be hailing the vans rushing in and stopping them and saying, do you have candies back there? And the people in the trucks would behave odd. They'll be like, for fuck's sake, we only pick up garbage. We fuck better looking kids. So, being ugly comes with its own advantages, like I'm the last one to get noticed, so if I go to a store or a bank and rob it, uh, there are less chances of me getting arrested, because my photos come up really ugly. Like, when you print them and put it up on the walls or the newspapers, you cannot identify me, it's hard to differentiate me between me and a black screen. Like, it's really tough. Yeah. So that's the benefits of being ugly. Yeah, so I'm from India, and I grew up in a small town of India. Okay, and growing up there had its own challenges, because people are usually a little bit backwards in my town, and I, for one, wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed to talk to girls till I was 21. Yeah, I spoke to a girl for the first time when I was 21. Before that, I was spending most of my time looking at pixelated boobies on the internet. For the longest time of my life, I thought boobies were cubicle in shape. Yeah, Lara Croft, the first Tomb Raider game, dude, she gave me a hard on. Yeah. But yeah, I went on my first date when I was 23. All right. And okay, so here's the thing. I went on the date, and it's beautiful. I'm waiting at the restaurant. The girl walks in. She's looking gorgeous. Okay. Now, as she enters, I decided, hey, as a gentleman, I should pull the chair for her. Uh, so I get up, pull the chair for her, but the single guy inside me decides to yank the chair underneath her. Dude, she falls flat on the ground. Everyone is looking at us. So it suffice to say that that was also my last day with her. Yeah. All right. I just have 1 minute left, so I'll end with this one. I think suicide is pretty cool, but I'm not cool enough to attempt it. Because look good in order to kill yourself, because the posthumous photo on a magazine has to be good. Otherwise, then again, you don't get a Netflix documentary. That's been my time, guys. Thank you so much, and back to your host.
Hey, thank you so much, Sid. So, what time is it now in India?
It's 1:15 a.m.
Would you normally be in bed by now?
Usually yes, but I do international mics over Zoom, or like so I have to stay up late sometimes. So yeah.
Oh well, thank you so much for being part of the Hen House.
It's a pleasure being here. Thank you so much.
Right, thank you so much. I'm going to say Bishnu.
Bishnu, yeah, that's right. You got it.
Sid Bishnu, everyone. Thank you very much. Can I remove you like that, or do I put you? I put you in full screen there, don't I? There you go. I'm so rubbish at the technology, people, but obviously very good at reading people's names on the bottom of the screen. Chip, are you ready? I don't.
Hello.
Hi, Chip. You all right?
I'm good.
Thank you very, 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 very much for jumping in and doing this for us.
Sure.
Where? Oh, you're from Washington, aren't you? Do you know Veronica?
Washington, D.C., yes. Huh?
Veronica Garza.
The capital of the world. We're the world centers. Greatest power. What are the other things I could say to be an ugly American?
Well, I thought Redditch was the capital of the world. In fact, I think I am the capital of the world.
I thought it was London, because that's where the Vagina Museum is. I mean, if that's not the center of the world, I don't know what is.
They've got a museum for vaginas.
Yes. Your friend Richard was talking about it earlier. He didn't know where it was, but it's actually in London. I can remember going to it. When they first opened, it was like a really small, cramped doorway to get in, but it's been open for years now. That's double wide now. I mean, it's just.
Hey, I can see where we're going, Chip. So. All right then, Chip. I need to get Elliot on at 10:02. So,
Okay.
yeah, 3 to 4.
4 minutes? Is that 4 minutes
great.
there?
That'd be great. Okay.
Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen,
great.
from Washington, D.C., the capital of America, it's Chip Jones.
Hello. It was great to see Sid. I think that for me, he could pass as an American. He just needs to change from pedophile to Latin drug lord. I mean, I don't know about you, but those sunglasses and that bandana, he could easily pass for a Mexican here in America. Pretty much any brown-skinned person can pass for a Mexican. I am Chip Jones from Washington, D.C. You probably can't tell from this lighting, but I am African-American. And like many African-Americans, I suffer from big bones. It's compounded by the fact that I'm fat. I tried running, but I found I could only run if there was a Popeyes or KFC at the end of it. So I'm no longer a runner. Mainly because people were always yelling out their window, "You're so brave, you're so brave." I'm like, I'm just fat. This isn't a Special Olympics. I don't know. I don't know. Did you ever go to a McDonald's or a Blimpies and order so much food that you bought a second soda simply because you didn't want the people behind the counter to know you're going to eat all that yourself? Is that just me? Okay. All right. I have enjoyed doing all of this Zoom comedy and SteamYard comedy. I got to do comedy like now all over the world. England, I've done Kuala Lumpur. I've done Tokyo. I even did a show out of Russia before all the conflict. And the thing that was amazing is that everybody spoke English. And I thought, wow, maybe colonialism gets a bad rap, I mean, sure, I understand they killed a lot of people, enslaved even more, stole a lot of land, but without it, people all over the world wouldn't understand my dirty jokes. So I'm trying to look at it as an optimist, sort of a slave ship half full kind of guy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But we still have issues, with race in America. Probably have them in everywhere else, but particularly in Washington. I was in D.C., downtown D.C. recently, and this little 6-year-old black girl, or 6-year-old white girl was actually walking in front of me, and she looked back and saw me, and she immediately took her Barbie purse. She moved it to the other side of her body, and she clutched it really tight. And I got to admit, it made me a little sad, but I'm still trying to be the optimist, but I just couldn't get there, I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to knock this girl to the ground to get that purse. Racism. It's just not working out for any one of us. I have been married for 30 years. My wife deserves all the credit. On our anniversary, I did the due diligence. I went to the wedding websites to find out what the proper gift for 30 years was. It turned out it's pearl. Pearl is the proper gift. But when I went to my bank website, it said back rub. Back rub is the proper gift. So my wife got a back rub, and she got a lovely card from Wells Fargo that said we were overdrawn. So I don't know. I am also too just getting over COVID. So this should have been the COVID show. I had the classic COVID symptoms. I lost my sense of smell, lost my sense of taste. One weird thing is that my urine got kind of funky, or I think it got kind of funky. Like I said, I lost my sense of taste, so it's hard to tell for sure. But the one thing the pandemic did give me an opportunity to do was to work on me as a person. So I spent time trying to be the better person, because I found out during the COVID that I have issues. Turned out I have terrible road rage. I found out when a bird pooped on my windshield, and I followed him back to his nest to return the favor. Not a good look. Not a good look. So I think that takes me to my 4 minutes. I thank you guys for listening, and I'll hand it back over to our host. Oh, I can't hear you. I don't know if it's just me.
Oh, it's just me, because I sometimes mute my mic and I forget that I've muted my mic, and then I forget that I have to push the buttons. Chip, that was brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to bring Elliot in. Elliot, I haven't seen for a long time, and he's going to close the show, I think, unless Jolie wants me to throw in an extra at the end. So, Chip Jones, everybody, thank you very much for being in the Hen House for Comeday, or Comeday, as we're all saying it. Thank you, Chip. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Oh, no, it's Chip Show. There you go. Sorry, he was talking and I just cut him off in the middle. It's so wrong of me. I'll tell you what else is so wrong of me. I did lots of little stinger things, right? I like this one. I like that. I just find that hilarious. So that's because I don't go out at all. I am so excited, right? And I don't care what anybody says because I'm just going to talk to Elliot, my mate. Elliot, how are you?
Hello, Steve. I'm doing all the better from seeing your lovely face, and I'm relishing in the irony that you decided to close your show with an asexual comedian on Comeday of all days. So, you know, it's literally dripping.
Oh, you are so sweet. But it's Comeday.
It's Comeday. That's what I said. I like your hat. You finally found an outfit that visualizes your namesake as a tit-head.
My namesake is a tit-head.
Well, only behind closed doors.
I am a tit-head. Where are you in your new flat?
Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it? I think it must be my new flat. The last time we spoke, yeah, I got my own flat now. Finally.
Yeah, didn't get the Wi-Fi sorted then.
So yeah, 2 years later. Oh, I miss our Doctor Who chats, Steve, and our show we used to do.
I know. It keeps popping up on my timeline, and I think it's good. But I think the thing is, it's like, well, my mum was poorly, and it was all very, but yeah. But like, I think also we were breaking so many copyrights by showing the clips of the show. But if we could find a way of doing it without. But I think they release a lot of it. We're just chatting, and we don't really need to chat because you need to do some comedy.
Well, okay, so we could do though. We could exclusively just cover all the terrible unofficial 90s fan films that came out during the wilderness years because no one's going to bother copyrighting them.
We should be. We could have a look at that. I might have a chat with you after. If not, we'll sort out a time just to have a chat because Jolie's invited me to crumpets and tea. Oh, which I'm going to say yes to now. So it'll be over Zoom. That's the sort of thing you'd like. That's the sort of thing you'd like.
That's my version of sexting. Just crumpets and tea over Zoom. That's as close as I get.
Elliot, talk to me about. It's the best name for a comedy show going, and I've just forgotten it.
Oh, is it? Are you referring to my little show called the Diversity Quota?
Thank you so much. The Diversity Quota. Why am I saying thank you? Yes, thank you. The Diversity Quota in Glasgow.
It is in Glasgow. Yes. Recently, it was nominated for an award. And I was actually up against the new Doctor Who. Me and Ncuti Gatwa was actually were nominated for the same award. Didn't win, but neither did he. So I feel a little bit of the world is still resting. I think it's quite good yet.
Thank you very much. Jolie, if you're listening, how long can Elliot do? Maybe not. I'll tell you what. I'll text her. You carry on, Elliot. And
I'll carry on literally as long until you tell me to stop. You may have to interrupt me and tell me to stop when it's time to go.
I'll do that when it's time. All right,
okay.
Then. I'm so... do you know what? I want you to do this so I can have a chat with you afterwards. Come on! Ladies and gentlemen, in the Henn House, closing the show. It's Elliot Simpson. Press the right button.
Hey, hello everyone. Hello, it's me with the face. Hello, I'm Elliot, spelled with one L and two T's. Makes an anagram for toilet, if that helps. And yes, and I am the comedian that's been officially reviewed by The Stand as creepy and unsettling. And that the bar staff particularly disliked him. So you're in for a good time. Thank you all for coming. Please. Take a seat. Please take a seat. Please take a seat. Thank you. It wasn't already immediately clear. I am severely autistic. So if you don't laugh, it's a hate crime. But then again, if you do laugh at me, that's also a hate crime. So your move. But no, anyway, now that we're past June, we're past Pride Month. Let's get one thing straight. I'm not. Hope it's all right. If it isn't, it's gonna be an awkward 9 minutes. No, I'm actually, as I was saying earlier, I'm actually what you would call asexual. It's like being gay, but not as fashionable. But basically, if you don't know what it means, it means basically I like my partners how I like my tea, warm, sweet, and nowhere near my trousers. Or another way is I like my partners how I like my Bovril. I don't like Bovril. But anyhow, it's also, yeah, so asexuality is the lack of sexual attraction. I do not experience sexual attraction. Sex has never really been my thing. I never get those urges. But people are very mean to me about this. People are very mean to me. People are very mean. People just accuse me of being lazy. Guys, I'm not lazy. Just I literally cannot be fucked. Sorry. But it's hard being me because I'm both asexual and autistic. So you could say that I do not like big butts, and I definitely cannot lie. There you are, sir. One for all the kids watching, one for all the kids. But yes, we are often, overlooked quite a lot, and and it's quite hard being me. In some ways, I feel like I am the worst kind of autistic because I annoy people and I'm shit at maths. But I'm also the worst asexual because I'm a comedian. So I hate nudity, but I only get paid in exposure. Can't win. But it's quite fitting that we're overlooked as a community. That's why we're at the end of the acronym. That's why we're like a fun surprise. It's actually meant to be pronounced LGBTQIA. It's a fun little surprise. But I've been doing this comedy thing for about like 6 years or so, and I've never really met another asexual comedian. But to be fair, we aren't really like actively trying to multiply. But anyway, I actually quite enjoyed COVID. Actually, I quite enjoyed COVID, and I quite enjoyed lockdown. I mean, rather, because hey, I don't want to brag, but I was staying inside, not having sex before it was cool. So, I think I deserve some royalties. But hey, it was great for me because if I ever ran out of masks, I would just wear my pants on my face because nothing's getting in them. But I do want to make it very clear, though, if any of you do enjoy the sexy things, good for you. Enjoy the sexy things. It's good for you. I don't care. It's fine. I don't hate it. I'm not against sex. I've got nothing against sex. I've got nothing against porn. I just think that porn gives you a very unhealthy expectation for how quickly a plumber will come to your house. That's what I'm saying. And personally, I only watch it to look at the wallpaper. But for me, basically, sex is like Game of Thrones. I could watch it, but probably won't. I think I don't hate sex. I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent to sex. So I'm not really asexual. I'm more agnostic. People say to me, "Well, how do you know? How do you know you don't like sex? You've never tried it." Yeah. Well, how do you know you're an arachnophobe? You've never fucked a spider. Yeah. How would you know you're straight if you've never fucked a spider? Yeah, you don't know, do you? You don't know. But that being said, I still do enjoy a bit of romance. I mean, boy, I remember my first ever date. I was so nervous. I had never tried dried fruit before. That's what we call a slow burner, but much like my granddad's cremation. It's all right. You can laugh at that one. He was a homophobe. It's fine. It's fine. You can laugh at that one. It's fine. He was a racist. It's fine. It's fine. You can laugh at that one. But I actually did have a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend a few years ago, and he was very nice, but he would say some very weird things. He would say weird things like, "Ooh, tell me a dirty secret. Yeah, tell me a dirty secret." So I leaned in and I whispered in his ear, "Tony Blair's a war criminal." He would say weird things like, "Ooh, tie me down to the bed and do whatever you want with me." So after I strapped him in, I then left the room and finished building my Lego TARDIS. It was a great evening. You'd say weird things like, "Oh, punish me, punish me, punish me, punish me, punish me. But a naughty boy won't punish me, but a naughty boy won't punish me, but a naughty boy." So I sit him down and make him watch The Big Bang Theory. No, I was a scamp. But there was clearly a miscommunication problem. There were times when he would say, just tell me what you want. And so I'd say, a croissant. He'd say, "No, tell me what you want in bed." I was like, "Oh, right, sorry. So I got into bed and I said, a croissant. But didn't work out. Didn't work out in the end. Turns out he just wasn't my type. So the blood transfusion was a disaster. But also, I do hate to say this, but there was no reason we broke up, and he was an anti-vaxxer. He was, and I know. And we would argue, we argued until I just realized one day, why even bother arguing with an anti-vaxxer when you can just wait. Give it a go. I recommend it. Give it a go. Give it a go. But anyhow, I was walking through the park. the other day. There's a lot of bigots out now in the world. I was in the park the other day, and I saw two people on different patches of grass, and they were trying to see who could be the most transphobic. It's like, it's a bloody turf war. But it's weird because I see people who are transphobic online, and they'll say things like, "Oh yeah, but the woke version of the Bible will be Noah's Ark would have 17 of every animal for all the genders." I mean, and I never try to make a joke when they say that, but if you think about it, that actually is a much better way of doing Noah's Ark, because I don't know why no one's brought this up before, but having only 2 of every animal is an incredibly short-term solution. Because 2 animals are going to have some babies, and those babies are only going to be able to mate with the other babies of the same parents. And I don't know how much you know about the royal family, but trust me, I used to live in Norfolk. It's not pretty. But anyhow, I've never, even though I've had partners before, I never had sex myself, but I do have nightmares. I have nightmares about it. I have nightmares where I'm doing it, and it all goes wrong. In the nightmare, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing, and I'm going, "Oh yeah, do you like that?" And then my partner is going, "Hiya." So I go, "Oh, do you like that?" And then they say, "Oh, go more to the right." And so I say, "I don't like them foreigners much." So sadly, it never goes the way I imagine. But you know what? I have a new partner now. I have a new partner, and she is very lovely. She's wonderful, and she's perfect for me because she's a vegan. So hey, we both hate handling meat. And she is a pansexual, or as I say, ambisextrous. And I will say, not only is she very gay, but she also farts a lot. Oh, she is so farty. She's very gay and she's very farty. I literally call her a tutti frutti. But thanks to her, I am learning a lot now about sex stuff. I now love the song WAP, which I believe stands for "Whoa, a parsnip." And thanks to her, I realize that I actually am an NFT, which is a non-fuckable type. But but most of all, thanks to her, I have learned the number one most important lesson, which is having a penis is exactly like having a knife. Yeah. Having a penis is like having a knife. If you stick it in a toaster, you're a fucking idiot. Which I learned the hard way. But anyhow, I never had sex myself, but I've been reading some books. You know what? I've got a pretty good idea now of how it all works. So if you bear with me, I'll now leave you now on my visual demonstration of how sex works. You ready? Okay. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I believe they call this makeup sex. I might have been reading the wrong book. But anyhow, oh dear. Well, I appear to be out of time, so I would end on the good joke, but I'm asexual. It makes more sense to end on anticlimax. Thank you very much. Go back to Steve Henn.
Elliot, I don't know if you're allowed to talk about farting about your partners. I don't know.
That's all right. But bold of you to assume she actually exists.
It is bold of me. It is very bold of me. I apologise. Somebody came up to me once and said, "How dare you fart in front of my wife?" I said I didn't realise it was her turn. Elliot, I don't know what we're going to do. We could just finish the show now because we've gone past our time. but I think they're waiting for the Zoom to cut out. I'm not sure.
Oh.
So I don't know whether to say thank you to everybody who was involved in the Hen House. Thank you to Comeday. It's a brilliant 24-hour joke a day. A whole day of jokes. A whole day of Comeday.
24 hours of jokes every day.
It's a brilliant thing. Ow! And Jolie does a wonderful job. And I've just hit my knee. I don't know if anybody cares.
I care. 'Cause I care more about the noise that was made. Was that squawk?
Oh no, that's my mum's parrot. Have you not met my mum's? It's not even a euphemism. There you go. Look, do you want to meet my
why is it on the floor? Why did you kick it? Why did it screech and hit your leg?
Come on. Here, in my mouth. Quick, go. I mean, I'm like Steve Irwin.
I can't say you're talking to me or the parrot. I'm not falling for that again, Steve. You fooled me 3 times. Shame on you.
Yeah, no one else is.
Oh, according to the private chats.
Oh, Jolie, try and say something. Oh, well, say something, Jolie. I'm going to go then. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching the Hen House. I don't know how to finish it, so I'm going to finish it like this.
Comeday, 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 Comeday.
Oh.
There you go. I don't know if I've done it properly. I hope I have. I can't hear Jolie now because it's on my other thing. So I hope Jolie's carrying on. I'll tell you what, should we do? Should we do an extra thing? Do you want to do an extra thing?
What's our extra thing? Are you going to bring back the tape measure again?
No, but I'll do an extra thing because it'll be hilarious for the people that are watching. There's still one person watching for me, and I'll see if I can have a talk to Jolie. You'll love this.
Comeday, 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 Comeday.
Apparently, Av has managed to actually get here now. Whether or not that's true, I don't know who it is, but Av says it's him. If it's Av, it's Av. If it's not Av, it could be somebody else. Let's just see if it's him. If it's him, it's Av. Well, hey! How are you, mate? All right?
Yeah, I suppose.
That's good. Do you want to I could tell you what's been going on, but it'd just blow your mind. Are you ready to do your shit? Your thing? Your stuff?
Yes, my stuff is going to be shit, and I'm ready to do it.
That's all you need. That's all you need in the Hen House, people. That's all you need. Shit stuff. Honestly, we all love Av. He's a huge part of the Hen House. And let's hear him do his stuff.
Hi, everyone. I'm Av Singh. Let me just set this a bit closer this way. I'm actually a stand-up comedian, or as my wife would say, a lazy bastard who doesn't want to get a proper job. So I'll tell you a bit about myself first. I'm from the Black Country. Now, I know some of you are probably a bit confused by that. Probably think, what does he mean Africa? No, because that would be racist. There is a place in the UK, particularly UK, England, that's called the Black Country. It just so happens to have a lot of ethnic minorities here. I think it's a coincidence. Maybe it's not. Just maybe appropriate for some people to say that ethnic minorities are living over there in the Black Country. Who knows? One of life's mysteries, perhaps. So I'm very happy as well that the pandemic is over. But everyone was talking about worrying about increasing again, and they talk about the R rate, reproduction rate of the virus. I was never concerned about the reproduction rate of the virus, the R rate. I was more concerned with the reproduction rate of Boris Johnson, that is, our leader in the UK, because no one knows how many kids he actually has. It's well over double figures. You've seen as soon as he became Prime Minister, he popped 2. Well, I say he didn't pop 2 out. His wife popped 2 out. It's very concerning. His reproduction rate. But there's one thing I do miss about the pandemic is the social distancing. I'm not very good at social interactions, and I found social distancing actually quite pleasant. Because the one thing I have problem with is when you're with family or friends, is when in a relationship, is it you move from a handshake to a hug, or is it just a hug and a kiss? Or is it two kisses, one on each cheek? Or for men, is it like that half handshake, shoulder thing, going, yes, bro, yes, bro? You know? I mean, my wife hates it when I shake her hand after sex. Anyway, another thing about Boris, you know, he's a typical British white male. You know why? Because he's getting the Indians to do his dirty work. Now, for the people who don't know out there, we have 3 Asian people in top roles in government. We have Rishi Sunak, Chancellor of Exchequer, in charge of the country's finances. And he did actually made the right choice there because he realized Indians are tight with money. Well, he's tight with other people's money, should we say. We've got Savage Javid, or like we call him, Savage Javid. He was a bit of a mistake, actually, because Boris thought he was Indian, but he's Pakistani. And he's in charge of the health in the UK. Good pick there, Asian person in charge of health, because most of the doctors are Asian in this country. And then he picked really good. He wanted someone who was more racist than white people, and he chose an Asian lady, Priti Patel. So maybe there was a reason. There's some logic to his choice there. The thing with Priti Patel is she's trying to send people to Rwanda. Say people, I mean like illegal immigrants who are coming over the channel. He almost got a plane sent, but it was stopped by a European court. But I think what pissed her off even more was that recently they announced there was going to be a change of the Doctor Who the actor, and he's going to change from a white lady to a young black man. I think he's homosexual, but his family's originally from Rwanda, so she's not happy that they're coming over here taking our jobs. Having said that, I think she would make a good Doctor Who villain, Priti Patel. She could be the racist Dalek. Can you imagine that? An alien refugee coming here for asylum. Ship's coming down. He's contacting Earth. Please, give us refuge. We are being attacked. And then Priti Patel comes on. Deportation. Yeah, you can see why she was a good pick for Boris. But I'm going to leave you with is I know if you out there in the anyone who else is watching outside the UK, recently had the Queen's Jubilee, and there was one person missing from the balcony. Not that ginger whinger Prince Harry, but Prince Philip. And what I do is I usually keep a few words written down, famous quotes by Prince Philip. Because when in my moments when I'm down, when I'm worried, those words give me strength. So I'd just like to read them out to you, for anyone struggling out there. And maybe take some inspiration from these words. Okay? In 1999, in a factory near Edinburgh, he saw an old-fashioned fuse box. And he said, looks like that was put in by an Indian. During a state visit to China in 1986, he said to a British student, if you stay here much longer, you're going to become slitty-eyed. He also said that when he died, and if he was reincarnated, he would want to come back as a virus to control overpopulation. And the one quote that really sticks out to me It's the most memorable one, actually. I don't even have to read this from that because I just know it. He said, he asked a poignant question. He said, how dark is that baby going to be, Megan?
I can never get it right anymore. There you go.
Sorry.
That was Av Singh. Absolutely fantastic in the hen house. We've got to... You can just Barrett does what
That bird's racist.
To be fair, my mum used to read the Daily Mail. Perhaps she read it out to him. You're not used to racist birds.
I've come across a few in my time.
But no, it's delightful to have you back in the hen house, Av. Maybe, who knows, we might do this again. I don't know. But you can see Av live in many places. You can follow him, but make sure you get a court order. Yeah, it's quite funny. Av Singh, everybody. Say goodbye, Av.
Bye, everyone in the world.
There he is. Av, he's gone. Now, a little word from our sponsor. Oh, Elliot's still there.
Oh, am I sponsor?
I'm going to say goodbye. Let's say Denzel and Connor and Av to say goodbye. There's Av. Thank you so much for watching the Hen House. I'm going to say thank you. And I'm going to make it look as though I'm not reading this out. We had Valerie Apperson, we had Av Singh, Tommy Smith didn't turn up, Joe Baines, David Luck, Fit Rich, Deborah Hodge didn't turn up, Denzel, Connor Kafala, Elliot Simpson, Av Singh, and some other people who just turned up, and thank you so much for doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Steve Henn. These are some other people. Bye!
Bye.
I'm going to end it like that. Oh.